What if I told you an American hypercar just unveiled a top speed that makes the Bugatti Chiron look slow? The 2027 Saleen S7 Coupe is here, and this thing isn't just fast. It's about to rewrite the rulebook for what a homegrown supercar can be. Twin turbos, a hybrid assist system stolen straight from Formula One thinking, and a top speed number that, if accurate, puts it in a class occupied by maybe 3 other cars on Earth. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why this car has the entire performance world talking, and why it might be the most important American supercar in a generation. If you're new here, welcome to Rev Culture, the channel where we break down the most exciting next-generation vehicles on the planet, from revived legends to bleeding-edge hypercars, with the kind of deep-dive detail you won't find anywhere else. We cover performance numbers, we cover the tech under the skin, and we cover the real-world costs nobody else talks about. If that sounds like your kind of content, smash that subscribe button right now, because today's car is one of the wildest reveals we've covered all year, and I promise you, there's a lot to unpack. Saleen has always operated a little differently than the rest of the supercar world. This is a company built on the legacy of taking American muscle and engineering it into something that could legitimately hang with Europe's best. And the original S7 did exactly that back in the early 2000s, becoming the first American production car to crack the 200-mile-per-hour barrier in a road-legal configuration. So when word started spreading about a 2027 S7 Coupe revival, the expectations weren't just high, they were sky-high. And from everything circulating right now, Saleen isn't just meeting those expectations, they're blowing past them. Let's start with the number that's breaking the internet. Saleen is rumored to be targeting a twin-turbocharged V8 producing somewhere north of 1,400 horsepower, paired with a hybrid assist system that adds an extra punch of instant electric torque off the line. That electric motor isn't just there for a power boost either, it's reportedly filling in turbo lag at low RPM. Meaning the throttle response could feel almost instantaneous despite the massive boost pressure those turbos are pushing. We're talking a 0-60 time hovering around 2.1 seconds, a quarter mile in the high 9-second range, and a top speed whisper that's pushing past 290 miles per hour. That's not a typo, that's hypercar territory usually reserved for European royalty like Bugatti and Koenigsegg. The chassis is said to use a full carbon fiber monocoque, shaving weight down into the 2,800-pound range while keeping torsional rigidity sky high. For context, that's lighter than a lot of mid-size sedans, in a car producing more than triple the horsepower of most performance sedans on the road today. Combine that featherweight chassis with active aerodynamics, a deployable rear wing that adjusts angle based on speed and braking input, an adjustable front splitter, and underbody venturi tunnels designed to generate downforce without adding drag. And you've got a car that's not just fast in a straight line. It's planted through corners at speeds that would make most supercars feel nervous and twitchy. And here's a detail that's getting a lot of attention in enthusiast circles. The suspension is rumored to use a hydraulic interconnected system, similar to what you'd see on track-focused Ferraris, allowing the car to stay flat through corners while still absorbing bumps on rough pavement. That's the kind of engineering trick that separates a car that's fast on paper from a car that's actually usable on a real road. Now here's where it gets really interesting, because Saleen isn't just chasing horsepower numbers. They're reportedly chasing intelligence too. The S7 Coupe is rumored to debut Saleen's first-ever AI-assisted driving dynamics system, essentially a co-pilot that learns your driving style over time and adjusts throttle mapping, suspension stiffness and braking bias in real time based on how you drive. There's also talk of a semi-autonomous track mode that can analyze a circuit layout using onboard mapping data and suggest optimal racing lines directly through the heads-up display, basically giving you a digital driving coach sitting right in your line of sight. Imagine pulling onto an unfamiliar track and having the car essentially teach you the fastest way around it. Inside, expect a fully digital cockpit with a curved OLED instrument cluster, customizable driving mode displays, and wireless connectivity for seamless smartphone integration. No cables, no fumbling, just instant pairing the moment you sit down. There's also strong indication of over-the-air software updates, meaning your hypercar gets smarter every few months, just like your phone does. Performance tuning, infotainment features, even efficiency optimizations could roll out remotely without ever visiting a dealership. And for the data nerds out there, yes, there are rumors of a built-in telemetry suite that records lap times, G-force data, braking points, and throttle inputs, all exportable to an app so you can review your track sessions like a professional racing team would. Step inside, and this is where Saleen is reportedly flexing hard. Hand-stitched Alcantara and aniline leather wrap nearly every surface, from the dashboard to the door panels to the headliner. The seats are said to be carbon shell racing buckets with heating, ventilation, and adaptive bolstering that actually tightens around your torso during aggressive cornering, so you stay locked in place without sacrificing comfort on a long highway cruise. Despite the track-focused DNA, rumors point to genuinely impressive cabin noise insulation, achieved through multi-layer acoustic glass and dense composite sound deadening in the floor and firewall. That means you get supercar theatrics when you want them. Engine snarl, turbo whistle, exhaust crackle, and a quiet, livable cruiser when you don't, which is honestly rare for a car in this performance bracket. Other small but meaningful details being whispered about: a configurable ambient lighting system with dozens of color options, a premium audio system tuned specifically for the cabin's acoustic profile, and a storage compartment designed clever enough to actually fit a weekend bag. Something supercar owners constantly complain about not having. Visually, the coupe variant is expected to ditch some of the original S7's bulkier early 2000s proportions for a sleeker, more aggressive, more modern silhouette. Think a low-slung nose with aggressive intake channels designed to feed both the engine and the brake cooling ducts, dramatic scissor doors that open upward and forward for both style and tight parking practicality, and a dramatically sculpted rear deck that flows directly into an integrated diffuser. Signature LED lighting is a huge talking point: a thin glowing front light bar that stretches the width of the nose, and a full-width tail lamp that creates an unmistakable signature the moment you see it in a rear-view mirror. At night, this car is rumored to have a genuinely unmistakable presence, something Saleen is reportedly leaning into hard as a brand identity marker for the next decade of their lineup. This isn't just a refresh of an old shape, it's a complete visual evolution of the Saleen identity, built to look just as at home next to a McLaren or Lamborghini, as it does carrying its own distinct American muscle heritage. So how does this stack up against the competition? Let's go car by car. Against the McLaren 750S, the S7 Coupe is rumored to bring significantly more horsepower and a higher top speed, though the McLaren may still have an edge in everyday drivability, dealer network support, and resale predictability, three things that matter a lot when you're spending this kind of money. Compared to the Bugatti Chiron, the Saleen reportedly comes in dramatically lighter and more track-focused, with arguably sharper handling characteristics. But Bugatti's brand prestige, ultra-luxury finishing, and decades of hypercar heritage are tough to match no matter how good the spec sheet looks. Against the Koenigsegg Jesko, it's a much closer fight. Both cars emphasize extreme top speed and advanced aerodynamics, and both lean into a similar engineering-first philosophy. But Saleen's American pedigree, and a rumored more attainable price point, could make it the value play in this incredibly rarefied class. And we can't ignore the Ferrari SF90X Stradale either. Ferrari brings unmatched brand cachet and a hybrid system that's been refined over several generations, while the Saleen counters with a more raw, analog feel that a lot of enthusiasts are going to find genuinely refreshing in an era where everything is becoming digitized and filtered. Now let's talk dollars and cents, because owning a car like this isn't just about the sticker price. Fuel economy, unsurprisingly, is expected to be rough. Estimates suggest somewhere in the 12-15 mpg combined range, which is fairly typical for a vehicle producing this much horsepower, though the hybrid system might claw back a bit of efficiency during city driving. Maintenance is where things get serious. Specialized carbon ceramic brakes alone can run into 5 figures for a full replacement set. Track-spec tires, depending on compound, may need replacing every few thousand miles if driven aggressively, and the complex hybrid powertrain, combining a twin-turbo V8 with electric motor integration, means annual service costs could realistically run into the tens of thousands of dollars for owners who actually track the car regularly rather than just showing it off at car meets. Insurance is expected to be steep given the limited production nature, the extreme horsepower figures, and the relatively unproven nature of a brand new hybrid hypercar platform from a smaller manufacturer. Compared to a Bugatti or Koenigsegg though, Saleen ownership is rumored to be noticeably more affordable on the maintenance and parts side, positioning this less as an ultra-exclusive investment piece locked away in a climate-controlled garage, and more as a genuine usable performance flagship for serious enthusiasts who actually want to drive their hypercar. Depreciation is always the wild card with limited-run American exotics. Some retain value beautifully due to scarcity, others struggle without an established resale market. Given Saleen's loyal collector base and historically low production numbers, early indications suggest this could hold value reasonably well, especially for early launch edition units. As for when you might actually get behind the wheel, industry chatter points to a limited production run beginning in late 2027, with Saleen historically keeping numbers extremely low to preserve exclusivity, possibly under 100 units globally for the first model year. Base pricing rumors are circulating in the $850,000 range for the standard S7 Coupe trim, A rumored mid-tier competition package, bringing more aggressive aero, lighter wheels, and a stripped interior, could push pricing past $1 million. And a fully loaded, track package flagship variant, complete with the full carbon body kit, upgraded brakes, and bespoke interior options, could realistically climb past $1.2 million once buyers start adding options. Expect availability to be tightly controlled, with North America likely getting priority allocation given Saleen's home market routes, before any limited rollout to select international markets in the Middle East and parts of Europe, where demand for ultra-exclusive American performance machines has been steadily climbing in recent years. The 2027 Saleen S7 Coupe represents something bigger than just another hypercar entry into an already crowded field. It's a statement that American performance engineering can go toe-to-toe with the best Europe has to offer, and maybe even beat them at their own game. Whether it's the staggering power figures, the AI-driven dynamic system, the track coaching heads-up display, or that jaw-dropping new silhouette, this is a car built to turn heads and turn the industry on its head at the same time. So I want to hear from you. What's the one feature here that's got you the most excited? The horsepower number, the AI track coach, that new exterior design? Drop it in the comments below. I genuinely read every single one. And would you actually consider one of these in your garage? Or is this strictly a poster car for you? Make sure to subscribe for more in-depth reviews, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on everything you need to know about next-gen vehicles. Until next time, this has been Rev Culture.